All right, family. How's everybody doing? This is Pastor James Doggett Jr. We got Pastor Anselm Paul, Pastor Fred Batten Jr. What's going on, gentlemen?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good to see you, JD. Fred.
All right, guys.
Yes, indeed. Here we are again.
Yes, we are. We came on this past Friday, Pastor Anselm Paul, and we listened, share with the people that we have something that's happening tonight. We have something very, very important to share with you people. And today we actually brought with us Pastor Fred Batten Jr. He came through, y'all.
Mount
He's here.
Olivet in the house, Broward
Come
County.
on. Broward County. Well, we just wanted to again let you all know that we're doing something today at 5 p.m. Again, this is a voter education panel that you do not want to miss. But Pastor Batten, you came on and we just wanted to kind of hear from you as it relates to why do you think this is so important? Why do we need this type of voter education panel discussion happening, especially during this moment?
Yes. Thank you, JD. Listen, as a new resident in the state of Florida and election time, man, I need to know what's going on. And listen, I got my ballot.
Oh, there it is.
He got his ballot, y'all.
Reading through the ballot, and I said, man, what is going on? I need to know from people who are in the know about what's going on so that I can educate myself on these concerns that are on the ballot. And so today is a wonderful day to be able to do that. I think we call it Live at 5.
Live at 5.
Live at 5. Live at 5. You know what's exciting to me about this, JD, is that, and although we don't have all of our crew that's in here this morning with us, but there is a slew of pastors across Broward County that have come together, and we've talked about this thing. We said we wanted to do something together as the churches in Broward County, Adventist churches. And we thought that it's going to be a good thing for our community to see that the Adventist church, no matter what your language is, no matter what your background, ethnicity is, that the Adventist church is serious, is interested in the things that are affecting and impacting our neighbors, our co-workers, our community at large. So I'm excited about the fact that it is the pastors in Broward County, it's the South Florida Adventist Youth Federation helping to sponsor this. I think folk are seeing this feed on Pastors Roundtable. They're seeing some of it on the QR Revival crew. That this is something that we think is important for people to know. Whether, and I know there are going to be some of us, even among us pastors, that you got to get out there and got to get out there and vote and vote and vote. There are some of us that may feel like, well, we kind of, whether people should vote or not, there are going to be some, but listen, the reality is that no matter what posture you take, we need to be informed as a community of faith to know what the issues are. And so that's why we want you guys here. You got to not just be here, but bring somebody with you at 5 o'clock. We've got Senator Perry Thurston is going to be with us. That's right, at 5. He is one of our senators up in Tallahassee. And I'm still hoping we have another senator that's still waiting in the wings that may be able to be with us, Senator Diaz. So we're looking forward to being able to really dig into the 6 statewide issues that are facing us here in not just in Broward County, but throughout the whole state of Florida.
Absolutely. I remember Pastor Batten and Pastor Paul when I first voted. And I'll remember that I don't know. It was such a precious responsibility. Yeah. I wanted to make sure I did it right. I read all the instructions multiple times. And I know there might be some first-time voters out there. And we want you to know, again, we understand where you are. We understand that this is a very precious opportunity. And we just want to help you do it right. That's it. Yeah. We're not telling you how to vote. We're just sharing with you some information that might be helpful to steer you in the direction that your conscience would like for you to go in. So again, we're going to have a great conversation tonight.
Listen, go ahead, Fred.
Yeah. As I think about voting, and you said when your first time voting, when I think about what our ancestors have gone through, what the history of this thing called voting in America and being from an African-American background, I think it's very critical that we don't take it lightly. I've tried to drill this into my children. And now I got the word the other day that they've already voted.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I want to expand that, expand that table just a little bit. I'm a history student. Did you guys know that at the end of the Revolutionary War, that voting rights were extended not to even every white person? That
Wow.
only landowners, rich landowners, were allowed to vote in the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow.
And so that even white folk, if you were a poor white person, and you didn't even have to be poor, you could have been middle class, you just didn't own any land. Those were the only people who were allowed to vote. And then eventually that expanded. And then eventually they added white women, because for a long time, women couldn't vote. And so they didn't have access to this. And then, of course, we know, Black folk came along, and we were way down that timeline as far as being able to have a voice in what was going on around us. But it's just such a privilege, and the historical thing of this, that everybody needs to know what's going on. Right, quick, JD, when I first voted, the very first time I voted, and saw a ballot, blew my mind. I'm thinking I'm going there to vote for the president, and that was it.
Right.
And then I saw all of these senators, all of these other things that I knew nothing about. I saw all of these bills and things that I had no clue were going to be on the ballot. And so when I went into the booth for the very first time, I knew the two names that were on for president. I knew nothing else about what was going on there. So I was tempted to either just tick stuff that had no clue what I was supporting and what I was voting for, all that. So that's what we want to help change for some of you that may be having similar situations or similar experiences in the voting booth this time.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Listen, again, we just wanted to jump on just to share with you just a quick reminder. Make sure you set your alarm. If you need to set your alarm, go ahead and do that right now. 5 o'clock, live at 5. We're having our voter education panel with some amazing guests who are going to give some pertinent information that we think is going to bless you real good. Pastor Batten got his ballot. I love it, Pastor. He came through ready to go, and we want to make sure that you all are ready to go as well. Final words, gentlemen, Pastor Paul and then Pastor Batten. Since you are our guest here this morning, we want you to have the last word. So, Pastor Paul, you got anything to say?
Hey, be there at 5. That's it. Just be there at 5. Be there at 5, and don't come alone. Bring somebody.
Yes, sir.
Live at 5. See you there.
You heard it, y'all. We'll see you later. Bless you.
Peace.